Hey, it's Luis Moreno here with Think Medicare, Think ACA. We are 2 days away from the close of AEP. It is December the 6th. Two things I want to make you aware of. Number one is you don't need to wait 48 hours for the scope of appointment and the appointment date. Okay. We are at the end of a valid election. We're 4 days within the ending of a valid election. We're actually two. And when that happens, you do not have to wait the 48 hours. So you can get your scope of appointment signed at the time of your actual appointment. Number one. Number two, okay, this is vital. But first, I'm going to tell you guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate your support. But how about this? Yesterday, a couple of days ago, I just happened to look at my applications and I saw one that was not active. It was canceled. And I was like, why is this canceled? And what I did is I didn't realize that with United, they have two different dual plans. They have one for a higher level of QMB, QMB Plus and SLMB Plus, and they have one for the QMBs. Well, I guess I wasn't paying attention. I knew this, but I put a person who has QMB Plus or QMB into the plan for people with QMB Plus. And of course, it got denied. Now, I caught it. I fixed it. I called my insured up, or I called the carrier, like, hey, why did this happen? They explained, like, oh, no wonder. Call my insured up. Hey, I'm sorry. I made a little mistake. Can we fix this? Boom. I rewrote it. I fixed it. She's happy. Here's the point I'm making. What if this had been December the 8th? Now, how do I fix this thing? Okay. Very, very difficult issue to fix. So what I'm sharing with you guys is this. Make sure that you're checking your applications on your broker carrier sites. Okay. Don't assume that they, just because you're writing them during AEP, that they are good to go. So what I would do is two things, guys. Number one, what I would do is if I put all of my applications that I wrote during AEP on a spreadsheet, I would sort them out by the carrier and then check each one of them, make sure that they're good to go. And I would highlight each one of them green, 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 green. Okay, very easy to do. That way you can check off the box. Now,
guys, I've got a community of ACA and Medicare agents that we're putting together. 25 years in business is what I'm going to be sharing with you. Guys, come join us at the community, a community of ACA and Medicare agents, and we'll show you how to grow.
The ones that you have some errors on. In fact, I had a YouTube live this morning and one guy said he had 12 issues. I'm like, that's bad, but it's also very good that at least it's Friday and you can contact all of those insurers today and you have all day tomorrow to potentially fix all this. Now, had it been Sunday, he would have been completely screwed. So again, don't make any assumptions. Go check each carrier. Go to your broker portal, log in, go to your application status, and find out if they are good to go. The next thing that I would do, let's fast forward and we're next week. What I would do is I'd get that entire list that you created and start contacting all those insureds. Hey, Mrs. Jones, this is Luis, your agent. Remember, we met, we talked about your Medicare. We actually wrote your policy with this carrier. Hey, you remember the benefits? No, I don't. What a shocker. All right. Well, let's review them again. Okay. Go over them, resell the plan, make sure they're happy. I'm sorry, guys, I got a little cough here. But what I would do is, in addition to going over the plan and reselling it, this is another time where you can increase your revenue by cross-selling. Okay. How? This is how I would do it. Number one is I would, as I'm reviewing the plan with them, I would have your indemnity plan. I like using Heartland National.
This video is being sponsored by Agent CRM. Agent CRM is a CRM that I use for my agency for every line of business: auto, home, life, commercial, Medicare, and ACA. It should be the CRM that you use too. Click up here to get some more information.
If you don't have them, hit me up. But what you want to do is you want to tell Mrs. Jones that she's got a copay for the ER. a copay for the hospital and a copay for the ambulance. Mrs. Jones, most of my insureds have this little policy. It's about $10 a month. We take care of that for you. Okay. Now, I'd get into the therapeutic reagent chemo. Hey, want to let you know that this is the way your plan handles this. And I have a plan over here that a lot of my insureds add this rider that upon the diagnosis of a life-threatening cancer, what it will do is it will write you a check so you can help meet these costs and then some. And I like to quote the 10,000, and it's usually adds about $30 a premium. Mr. Jones, what do you think? I can set this in place for you right now with with your checking account. I just need your routing number and account number, and I'll send you the forms for you to sign. What do you think? And proceed. All right. The third thing that I would do, hey, Mrs. Jones, just want to let you know, reality, we're all going to die. And we want to make sure that we, at a minimum, at least have our final expenses taken care of. I would research in your area, guys, what it costs for a cremation and a burial. I'm at about $8,000 for a cremation service, about 15 for traditional. Okay. And I explained that to them. So, do you have this covered, or are you going to make your kids worry about it?
You want to know everything about ACA or Medicare? Click up here to get my ACA and Medicare Smart Books.
Okay. The seniors that actually give a damn, well, like, they're going to want to have something in place. The ones that don't, they'll let the kids figure it out. Okay. Well, the ones that care about it, you can at least have, and I'd already have this prepared so you're not caught. I'd already have a plan quoted and ready to go. You pick the best carrier that works for your insured and you, and try to sell them a final expense. Okay. And then finally, guys, what I would do is also set them up in your CRM. If you don't have the CRM, use mine, Agent CRM. The best CRM in the universe for insurance agents. I have workflows. In my workflows, one of them that I have is a carrier nurturing workflow. So once I've entered my client into my workflow, into my agent CRM as a contact, I select who they're enrolled with, Aetna, United, Humana, whomever. And then what the workflow does is it hits them up every single month throughout the year. And it lets them know that, number one, who they're enrolled with. It encourages them to go to the broker site or the member site of that carrier and create their account with them. They download an app that they have available, and I have pictures of the apps from. And then I cross-sell all year long, but I keep my name in front of them. I send them pictures of me. We really try to maintain that touch. And then the workflow ends in September. And the new one automatically starts, and that's the OEP, or I'm sorry, the AEP workflow. And it lets them know that this AEP workflow, AEP starts on October the 15th, and it starts hitting them up again and letting them know that they better not go anywhere else. All that is done automatically for you guys. Use my link, go to the description down below, use my link, and you can get access to it. So guys, 2 days away, make sure this happens. Check your application status. You don't want to come on Sunday, December the 8th, and realize that there was an error. Something didn't go through, and now it's unfixable. This is Luis Moreno with Think Medicare, Think ACA.